Hi, everyone. Welcome to the community and welcome to this balancing today. This week is another really big week. We seem to be just having week after week that are really big, but this week is especially big for some key things. This week is really big for clearing core wounds, okay? Releasing some of our biggest blocks that we've experienced in this life. We're dealing with Chiron here. And Chiron is the wounded healer. This is the wound that you have that feels like it never goes away. It always shows back up. It's that super sticky pattern that is always there. And this is the wound that we don't want to face. This is the wound that we don't want to deal with. But this is the wound that is that is blocking us and getting in the way of our biggest, most beautiful dreams. This is the wound that is getting in the way of the freedom that we desire. So this balancing today is going to be helping us go into that wound and clear out, release a lot of that energy so that we can live our next highest, biggest dreams. Okay. So if you've kind of been thinking about, what your most big, beautiful dream is lately, that's perfect for where we're headed next, which is to clear out the blockages that are keeping us from accessing those timelines. Okay. So, first of all, I'm just gonna bring you into your body. If you can just connect with your breath. And if you can feel into that wound at this moment, if you can't, that is okay. Just hold space for that. Even if you can't exactly identify it in this moment, just hold space for healing that particular place in you right now. And as you breathe in and out, imagine that you are breathing in pure light. Bringing in that pure light so that the light starts to access that deep, dark core wound of yours that has been hiding in the darkness. And just come into your body and begin to notice where you may be holding tension. Because in our bodies, we hold these things in certain places within the body itself. And if you feel that place of tension, bring your awareness to it and breathe into it. Closing your eyes, allowing the light in with each breath. And now we're going to go into the balancing. So from this quiet place of breathing, the first thing that's coming up is we're going to be balancing the Mars and Jupiter archetypes. Those are high in the sky right now, influencing all of us. And we've specifically what's coming up is we're going to be bringing optimism in. We're going to be bringing expansion, wisdom, faith, hope. So hold all of this in your mind's eye. And then with Mars, that was with Jupiter. So then with Mars is about your inner warrior. That masculine energy that comes and fights for you in this life. This brings strength. This brings self-expression. So just allow these two beautiful energies together here today They are going to be helping us balance grief. So grief is one of our blocks that is keeping us from accessing this dream, this freedom. So we're just going to unwind. For some of you, the grief is trapped in an actual physical scar. And for others of us, it's an energetic scar that is trapped within our bodies. And if you have time, pause this video and journey into where that scar might be. Feel into that wound. Today we're going to unwind that scar. We're going to unwind that kinetic energy from the body. We're going to unwind that grief. So if you've got a scar that is blocking energy, just touch it right now. And I'm just going to tap over your head and your heart. We're just going to have the body take a look at this grief and release it. This grief is not you. You can let it go. This grief, which is a scar, is not you. You can let it go. And the body does heal scars. And the body does release these kinetic energy blocks. So there we go. Did that release? Yes. Okay. Yes, that released. Okay, so quick drink here. Okay, so the next thing that's coming up, there must be a number of us that have blocked throat chakras for this balancing today, because the next thing that's coming up is we're going to be balancing the throat chakra, balancing the Wei Qi, which is our protective energy. If you've seen my videos before, I always talk about this protective energy because it comes up a lot. Protects us from the wind, from the environment, from people, from viruses, from microbes, you name it. The Wei Qi is where it's at. So we want to have a strong Wei Qi. So we're going to balance the Wei Qi in regards to our throat chakras. And then we're also balancing the immune system so that it's not over-functioning or under-functioning. Over-functioning is harmful and under-functioning can be harmful. So we're just going to bring that immune system back into balance. And another beautiful aspect of this pattern is we're balancing you to oneness. We're balancing you to source, to God, to all that is, whatever frame of reference you want to use there. And as I think it was a Chinese philosopher said, it was a Taoist philosopher, said that all disease arises from the idea of separation. And if you can bring oneness back into your reality, because that's the true nature of us in the universe, and release the idea of separation, then disease goes away. So today we're bringing in oneness, balancing the immune system, the Wei Qi, and the throat chakra. Okay, so I'm just going to hover my hand over your throat area energetically, then over your liver, because the liver controls the immune system and the Wei Qi. And then just hold the word oneness in your mind's eye. And I'm just going to tap over your head and your heart. Just balancing you to oneness. I always get so excited when oneness comes up because I feel like it's like one of the most powerful healing tools that Acunet can provide. So just imagine that you are connected to everything. You are one with every blade of grass. You are one with every droplet of water on this planet. You are one with the stars. And then you are one with all the animals, with all of humanity. We are all one. You are connected to the infinite of everything. This is your true nature. Okay, so that shifted for sure. Yes. Okay. Ah, beautiful. Okay. So the third pattern that we are working through and balancing is we're going to be balancing the nervous system. Touching the back of my skull. And specifically, we're actually going to be working on the limbic nervous system, which is your gut. The nervous system that controls the gut. And what's coming up with the gut is the way we read faces or read situations. I guess it's our gut that controls that aspect of us, which is interesting. So we're going to be balancing the way we read situations and faces, the way we read people, because sometimes our perception is off. We all perceive everything differently, and we're just bringing that perception into balance. And so I'm just going to touch the back of your nervous system, the back of your skull, where your spine meets your skull. And then we're also going to update your genetic code of the nervous system. So this is another kind of big, beautiful piece of this powerful balancing today. So now, if you can, just touch the bridge of your nose and then touch right below your navel. And we are balancing and upgrading the nervous system to oneness. Okay, so now I'm just going to tap over the head and the heart. Sometimes our wounds, especially our core wounds, get in the way of how we perceive the world, how we perceive other people's faces. So if we could just release, we're just releasing those core wounds. Releasing grief. Because oftentimes there's a lot of grief pertaining to the wound, our core wound, the wound we've spent a lifetime working with. Okay. Just a little more here. I feel like it's still releasing. Sometimes this stuff takes a little longer to release than other times, so hang with me. Okay, yeah. All right, so hopefully after this balancing, you can feel more peaceful. Maybe your throat is more at ease. Maybe it's easier to speak, to breathe. Maybe your immune system is in a more balanced place. And maybe you have just a little less grief or a lot less grief connected to that core wound. Because you are more than the emotions that come up. You are more than beliefs that come up. You are infinite. That is your true nature. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for being here for yourself, for showing up again and again. We are so glad you're here. And we are so glad that you choose to heal. Because guess what? Not everybody chooses to heal. But you are here today choosing to heal. So kudos to you. All right, have a beautiful, gorgeous week out there, and welcome to spring.